All right, welcome back to another exciting episode of Minetest Gameplay of Sorts. Yeah. We're going to visit the Towne Center and see what I've done so far, but real quickly, Skymer, I don't understand what you're doing, but I love your voice. It's relaxing. Thank you. Yeah. Usually after I get done recording an episode and after I upload it, I'll watch it just to make sure everything went okay with the file. And I've fallen asleep to my own voice. Yes. It keeps me from exceeding the limits of my medication. No. I heard that there was a comedian that said things that you shouldn't say in a conference room in the business world. And one of them was, I can understand what you're saying, but you've already exceeded the limits of my medication. So it was a cool joke. So there. I really have to give that ASMR channel a real close thought, because this is like the fourth person that just listens to the voice. And that's cool. Thank you. Basically what I'm doing here is Minetest is a game similar in nature to Minecraft and inspired by other voxel style block games. And I just build stuff. Yeah. So thank you again. Krebs, global warming. You're in Nebraska. Oh my gosh. It's cold out there. I've been looking at the weather maps. Yeah, it's starting to warm up a little bit. We're in the 30s now, which means you guys are about 10. Yeah. Everything, I think in Nebraska and all those states in the Midwest is, farmland and horses and cowboys. And actually some of them have very, are points of very high, IT related stuff and startups. So yeah, hopefully there's a lot of stuff to do in Nebraska in the wintertime. You can play Minetest and watch my videos. So, yeah. IWP112 Gaming, nice video. Thank you. George likes the alphabetical mod page on my website. It took me a while to figure that out. There's got to be a way in WordPress to do to import tables or database, because I wanted to put all those links in a database. And Josh Thompson, and running on an old Optiplex P4, 2 gigs of RAM, running Ubuntu. If it runs, it looks like you got for the laptop, because somewhere you posted it had a NVIDIA GeForce 1800. As long as it runs, yeah, it works. That's the cool thing about Linux is how versatile it is. It's not Windows and it's not Mac. There are pros and cons for each operating system and different uses for it. So I'm glad to see you're playing, and it's great to inspire other people to build and to go forward with that. I want to play on your server. No, sorry, I can't even play on my server. It's not a public server. There are, however, if you boot up the game and you go into, there are a lot of public servers listed. So I suggested to try out Vanessa E's creative server. That's one of the best ones where you can, it has majority of the mods that I have. Somebody's been binge watching my videos. Dev Kellner. Cool. Thank you. And the rest of them, how to make Misicons, please. There's a bunch of videos that show the quarries and other stuff with using Misicons. So I think there's like 3 or 4 episodes dedicated to that you'll find in the playlist. And this person was watching, IWP112 Gaming was watching my old videos. Oh my gosh. I was thinking about getting rid of the first 100 videos because they're kind of embarrassing to watch. I was not very good in the beginning. Not to say that I'm very good now, except for my voice. Hello. That was awful. One of the people, one of the persons was having a problem with mom and pops. So I was looking at it. Where's that at? Crazy Gaming Craze. And I cannot find anything that this mod depends on with the mobs, needing the mobs for this mod to run. So I suggested going into the forum in here and asking about that and looking in your Minetest the debug file to see if there's anything related to why this mod won't fire up. Is there unmet dependencies, anything like that? But the cool thing is, because I tested the mod again in my test world, look at the colored cabinets and the vertical cabinet. No, it's horizontal. The horizontal cabinet. They look great. And I was playing around with the mod, and the curtains are different colors too. There's green, yellow, red, black, gray, all the main colors. And for the cabinets, I mean, they look great. You can redo, you can do all your kitchens in different colors to match your house style. The problem is, the Gaming Association 39, they didn't keep in the old kitchen cabinet. So for me to use this mod, I would have to go through 30 builds and update. And the original kitchen cabinet color was actually quite good. So I'm going to have to think of a workaround around that. But there's some really cool things in here like that I would like to try. Now, in Dream Builder, there's a set of drapes that you just throw dye at it and you can change it to any color you want. So that's not a big deal. But I really like this mod. I'm using the original Mom and Pops. The second version of Mom and Pops, and now we got this version here, but this one replaces the other one. And yeah, so on with the show. I was going to build for the town center. I said I was going to do a colonial town center with all these arches and columns, and I said no, I don't want to. I'm not into that old style architecture. I want to build one, but I'm more into modern. So I was looking, I just typed into Google, modern style town center buildings. And there's some really cool stuff that came up for inspiration. Now, look at that Pueblo architecture in Santa Fe. That is cool. There's a couple other ones in here and a couple townhouses that I ran across. That's a cool house. And it's like an older modern version, but this building is cool. And I like the adjoining buildings. And there's a couple really, really nice looking storefronts. I could have did something like that. But it doesn't fit in what I'm building. So what I chose, I don't know if I kept them up here. What I ended up choosing for my, and this is the second time I'm doing this video. I was much more prepared on the first time. What I chose for my buildings is this is going to be somewhat of the inspiration for my town center. Obviously, I can't do the angles, but I like this. I like this building layout. And for a townhouse, I found these, this is easily replicatable in Minetest. That's what I want to build. So let's go see what I've been doing. I've been wasting time. Look at that. We are out at the Porsche dealership, which has a Ferrari in the window. That's because it's a cool car. Now, what I've done is, real quickly before we go see what I've really done, how much is that F40 in the window? A blue F40, no doubt. Look at the floors. Yes. Floors are cool. Those are from more underscore blocks. Not more blocks, more underscore blocks. I really love that pattern. And there's 3 different color variants of that block. It gives a real cool Real cool shade of nice contrast. So in here, now Josh was also asking about my frames per second. Right now it's 39. There's a problem with these active blocks in that when it seems to be that when they're all updating, I'll actually drop down to 24, 25 frames per second. Generally, I'll usually get about 60 frames per second. And I don't know if you can hear the fans on my little MacBook Air just blazing away. So we have all the lifts are in. I love that. And they work. And all my doors open. So each door can be opened and shut. Obviously, if they can be opened, they can be shut. That gives it a real cool look. I don't have a car in this bay, but that's how it works. So underneath here are a gate controller, a Misicon converter from the tube library, the tech pack, and the repeater from there, and it hooks into these smart line connectors, wall switches, which is really cool. And under here I have the same thing. I have a sticky piston with the Misicon converter and the repeater here to get the signal from there. So that's how that works. So that is all, bam. It is all there. It's all wired up. Got the backyard here. Got the Porsche sitting outside. Very cool. Got my lights hooked up. Got my showroom started. Coming along nicely. So let us go see what we got going on for the town center here. And go back to daytime. So here's the town center. And I've switched the blocks to my blast resistant concrete. I'm going to have to redo these stairs, but the idea is you come up here and it looks just like too many stairs. That's how it's going to look. So I'm going to play on this a little more. As you can see, I've kind of excavated this all the way over here and built this kind of cliff area here because I wanted to save the water. And I filled in all this area here, and that took a long time. Now there's going to be an access road coming back here, and there's going to be a parking structure. So I'm thinking about making a 2-story parking structure that people can come into real nicely amongst the trees here. And then down here, this is where those townhouses are going to start. So there's going to be a couple townhouses here. I might continue this on because over here would be a really cool area to put in a couple skyscrapers and have them just enough separated from the town to be cool. So now this is going to be 2 stories. And this has to come up. I wish that bear would get out of there. And I need to raise that up. I want to say 6, 12, 20. Because I can always take it out. Ooh. That might have been too much. Yeah. God, it feels like my voice is going. My beautiful voice. So let us take this and ooh, I forgot some. That's not cool. So on the picture, what it does is comes out. And with all my builds, everything is going to change, obviously. I'm going to put in what do you call it? I don't know if I'm going to stay 10 wide on the doors. I think that's a little excessive. I might put in 2 side windows. However, I wanted to go with black stained glass for the doors, but I don't have any right now. So I have to work on that. And I have to recut these shapes in there. So how this works is it comes out to there, and it's actually too thick, and that is going to go all the way to the end. So let us see if we can do that. Let us face this. I think I was been safe. Oh yeah, I was safe going 20. I think I'm safe going 25 because I do want it to hang over a little bit. Oh, look at that. So that's my hangover. There's going to be a row of windows here because this building will actually sink down 3 blocks, and that'll be the bottom. So this is going to be the Civic Center and Town Hall. Now I can take this one step further, take it out one. And that's equal with that. You know what? That's fine. We're going to leave it like that. So this is 1, 2, 3. But on this side, it actually comes out by 2. I'm just using these for what do you call it? Reference. Because did I do it? Oh, look at that. So I can't see behind here. I wanted more of a lip. I think I will do that. So we come out here because of the way the picture looked. And that was equal with that. Nine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. There we go. I'm going to have to rethink that center part because I think there's too much area here. And then this will connect up here. How far did I go? I think it was 17, 19. So we'll go 18. That's what I typed in. So I want a ridge around this. I don't know. But it's therapeutic, let's say. Let's go 30. There was a comment about map tools, and I can't find the commenter. And I think because I there was a sub, somebody unsubbed or whatever the case was, and I'm wondering if you don't need to be a sub to put comments in, but the weird thing is the comment disappeared, and it was referencing using map blocks after using world edit. Yes. Map blocks is saved. Now, why did I do 2? Whenever you use world edit in large areas, especially adding or getting rid of something, large spaces, sometimes the lighting aspects of the block will not update correctly, and map fix, which it is on my mods used page. Map fix, you type in map fix and then the radius of like 10 or 20, and it will fix everything in that area. It'll redo the lighting, so I have to do that. Okay, so that does that. You know what? I'm going to put some windows in there, so that'll break up the monotony. But this set 2, but it was equal. This ran the entire length, and it was too high. And then there was a floor. So if we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this one, we're going to come out here. I want to at least get the structure of the building done. It did not go all the way. It only went to a certain point. I want to stop there. Because that'll give me... who am I kidding? It ain't going to look anything like the picture. But you know what? I have a problem with copying things one for one. And they sometimes obviously don't work. As you can see in some of my builds. Now, this should carry all the way around. All the way around. Because these are going to be offices up here. And it did come back this way. So 1, 2, do this the easy way. I want to make sure I'm on the right level here. Not like it. That defeated the purpose now, didn't it? So it was equal with this. Perfect. Oh, I was going a little too fast there. And then I hit the wrong key. Lovely. I want it to be equal. This is a big building. I think I might have made it too big. I have a problem with proportions. But that's the great thing about this game, is that you can be off. Obviously, this doesn't look anything like the picture. It does. So I like it. The thing that the bottom on the picture actually comes out to here and then curves inward, and I'm not going to do that. And this was a wall because there's a garden in here, and then here's another wall with a garden here, and the garden goes all the way down in the sidewalk. So here is that. Now let's keep going with the frame real quickly. That's going to be the ceiling. And there's lights. Come over here. That connects up. And that's going to be sort of like balcony area. Plus, I think it's a little too high. I can always, and I'll have to adjust that. So all these are going to be windows up here, and there's going to be like pillars, especially over here, that come up. And there's going to be windows under here. How many up is that? Doesn't matter. Okay. I wanted to get, like I said, I wanted to get the frame in at least. Back here, it's not really going to matter because this is going to go down. So back here will be, there'll be like a stage area in Civic Center. You know, plays, stuff like that. So this is the floor. And what it can do is, because this will all be offices up here and down here. And then there could be stairs that go down, obviously, into this area. And it's raining. See, that's another cool thing about this game. Sometimes, in all seriousness, sometimes I don't want to build because I might get, you get a little burned out sometimes. So I might not build, but what I will do is just walk around my build, and it's real. It really is. It really does just kind of relaxing. So what I wanted to do, and like I said, I can't see the back of the building from the picture. And I'm going to have to do something for those doors. I'm going to have to see if I can, I did it on the white doors. Go in and reskin the door and add the door with the black, because the black is really going to set the building off. And I really don't want to use two different colors. So then this is going to come out here. Like so. And I'm going to add some elements here to really break up the monotony. So now we have 1, 2, 3. I wish there was an easier way of doing this glass. This glass sometimes can be very painful putting in, especially on large builds. But I do love the way it looks and gives a very modern type. So we're just going to do a few more minutes of this front part here. You know, don't think you're hurting my feelings by skipping ahead or not watching the entire video, like I can tell you what to do. But I don't play by Google's algorithm. I don't care. Watch the video to get what you want out of it, and then build something. See, there's going to be, I want to keep that there. I need to add more contrast. But this is how that photo looked. And this was almost, it wasn't like there was a window there. I'm going to have to look back at that because I think the window might have started back here. Doesn't matter, because that's going to go like that. Oh, it's going to hang over. But this is also, you know, I get an idea for inspiration, and I don't particularly want to follow the photo, unless, like, the only time I ever followed a tutorial all the way through is there's a house off in the distance here that I did the tutorial one by one just to see, because I like the shapes and I wanted to learn more modern. And the Japanese castle, that one I followed to the T, because that was a very important build for me. If you look at my medieval castle, even the update of the medieval castle, and how at first it looked like a prison, but then, you know, I went back in, put the towers in and stuff like that, and kind of made it my own. Yeah. I'm going to come out one more. There we go. I like it. This is going to be sunken down because there's going to be a what do you call that? So the offices will go back to a certain extent, but this will be sunk down, and for the stage and the presentation area for the Civic Center. And then over here will be all your offices, the 2 floors of offices. Like that. But how am I going to do that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do it the same way. So, let's just finish up here with oh yeah. But this is going to take forever. I've had bigger buildings. The glass house over by the medieval castle, which is all white glass. And that one, there's at one point I thought I was building too many houses that had the actual glass as the exoskeleton of it, and then a frame behind it, which ended up turning out, but there was an awful lot of glass there. I forgot all about this blast resistant concrete, because that would have been, in the picture, it's more of a brownish concrete. So I'm going to be working on trying to see if I can find either a custom texture or retexturing. You don't go there. Retexturing one of the clays, or adding another clay, which is another cool thing about this game. If there's a block that you need and you don't have, make it. I like it. It's coming along. I think it's my vision of it. If that was circular, it would have been better, but I like the block style, and I am going to put some windows in, because there are going to be offices inside there. And then up on top, there might be a lookout. It does show a door up there, but that's going to do it for this episode. So we have a lip. Oh, we have a lip hanging over there. I could still add a lip. I don't even think I have to. That's why. Because I went one out, but I didn't go one out on the beginning, on the front of it. But I want that change. So I might bring that in one. Or have to bring that out one. nevertheless, that's where World Edit comes in. Oh, I didn't even have to do that. We're going to stack that real quick. Cool. There we go. Now it builds the lip that I want. I like it. I'm gonna redo that over there. So that's the basis. And I'm thinking about redoing the stairs, but that's the basis of the building. That's going to be the frame of it. And then at the end here, there's probably going to be a light or something, and I might do something artistic with the fence here on the sidewalk. Would you come up? You come in, and then you either go to the offices or you go down here to the auditorium. All right. So that's going to be it for now. I've waffled and talked way too much. That's driving me crazy. I've waffled way too much. Let's see, what's in my circular saw? Nothing. Blast resistant concrete. I used that and that. So, do this the easy way. I love me that replacer tool, I tell you what. Oh, that didn't work. But that did. Now these should be this, not that. And these are just those. These and those. Isn't that great how I describe things? These are the slabs. And I could have used, you know what, I could have used a different concrete on there. There, now everything matches. Very cool. Alrighty, that's gonna do it for about now. I'm not sure. I want that to hang over. Cool. That's going to do it. I like that. I like the style of that building. I think it fits the picture. But it's my own take on it. And I will have to do something about those doors. But there you have it. There is the expansion. There's going to be a parking structure over here, and then way down here is going, because I want to put a water feature in back here too for the park. There's going to be, the townhomes are going to start here, and I am going to extend that road and redo these trees because I like the junglewood forest. If you come out to here, you can see the vast junglewood forest. So that's going to do it. Hopefully it was inspiring. Bam. There we go. How much is that Ferrari in the window? And go from there. So thank you very much for joining. And until the next episode. Goodbye.